I'd rather have a woman laying on me than have a weighted blanket. Weighted blankets are for homos. I want the real thing laying on me. That's what I want. But better yet, men, ladies, close your ears. A woman loves to feel your weight on her body. She wants to feel the weight of a man on her body. It's sexy, it's secure, it's a turn on. If she feels your weight on her and you are entering her for intercourse, all the better. She's feeling that weight on her. And at that very end moment, she's feeling your weight go into her. She wants that. She wants that. And she protects that. And she doesn't want you just all dribbling out of her, going away. She wants to stay there. She knows the minute you pull out, it's all going to just dribble. Stay there. Stay there. Let yourself absorb into her. Look her in the face. Kiss her face. Listen to her. Keep your mouth shut. Listen to what she says at that moment. She's soaking you in, feeling your weight, inside and out. What if you're just quiet and you enter into her and you explode into her with complete silence and not have to narrate it with a sound or narrate it with a name or narrate it with anything? Narrate it like a woman. What if you just go inside of her and don't distract her from what was just put inside of her? Don't distract her. Don't change the conversation. What if the conversation was her breathing? Do you ever try to pull out of a woman after you went in her? She grabs your butt and keeps you in her because she knows that the minute you pull away, that you will just leak out of her. She wants you in her. How beautiful is that? Your essence is on her. Your sweat has become one. And inside, your essence, your life force, is inside of her. Keep it in her. Keep it in her. And keep quiet. Just keep quiet. Keep your mouth shut. Keep quiet. Let the breathing be the narrative. That's it. The breathing. Try making love with 0 words. 0 words. And let the act be the narrative itself. What if you just stayed inside of her for the rest of the night if you could? Do what you can. Do what you can to stay inside of her. Now, obviously, you're not going to be able to stay inside as the hydraulic system kind of powers down a little bit. But that's where you as a man and your strength keep her hips right against you. Right against you. And even that little bit of a hydraulic system deficit that you have after you let it go, you stay inside of her. At that moment, you move to your side. To your side, you're both to your side. That's important. You don't want to shortchange her. Don't allow yourself to flow out of her too quickly. It's not something gross. Think about it. Think about like some chick who you don't care about. All right? And doesn't really care about you. Let's get real. Let's just think like a hookup. It's like you blow the load. It's like, let me just go shower this shit off me. When you love each other, It's like, let's just keep that in. Let's keep that in. And you hold her in such a way where it stays inside of her and doesn't run down your thighs. It's a beautiful thing. Not saying a word. You're not saying a word the whole time. You're not saying a thing. You understand? No words. No words. Have you ever made love and said nothing? Said absolutely nothing. No moaning. No calling out names. You know? No cursing. No vulgarity. That's a beautiful thing. And staying connected all night. And then, by the time you disconnect, whatever's inside of her is so warm, and most of it has already come out anyways. And your whole midsection is just like wet and moist. The whole area is, from both of you. And that's a beautiful thing. And it's warm. And you keep the covers over you. And you fall asleep again. That kind of sleep right there is the most amazing sleep in the world. That right there. When you fall asleep like that, holy cow. Imagine somebody just tuning into this conversation just now. May I suggest to you a night of making love, or a day of making love with no talk, no noise, no nothing. Gentlemen, just entering her. Think about this. Just entering her. And I'm not talking about this frenetic back and forth kind of thing. Just enter her. Enter her. Put your hands under her head and look at her and kiss the side of her face. Kiss her neck. Put your fingers through her hair while you're still in her, but you're not moving all the time. You're just in her. And you're making eye contact with her. No talking. No talking. That right there, if you do that, that'll be one of the most memorable times in your life. And that will be called that one time. That night that you do what I just told you to do will be called that one time. Years from now, you'll say, remember that one time? She'll say, yeah. That one time. And it wasn't about, let's see who can get to the finish line the quickest. Think about it. Sex isn't just about finish lines. Somebody finishing their thing, another person finishing their thing. It's about everything in between.